Hello, this is my introduction for the bigenderdotnet collab channel. My name is Sam. My usual YouTube is bigenprincess_sam, and I'm 23 years old. I'm from West Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. I always call it the United Kingdom because I'm half Scottish and I like to include Scotland in mentioning. I hate it when Americans just say England, like that's the only thing. England is the worst part of the United Kingdom. Best part is Scotland. Scots pride. I'm saying on a lot. I've always not identified as a typical male. Back when I was at nursery school, when I was 3 years old, I would dress up in from the costume box. I remember one time wearing a pink tutu and fairy wings. Then pretty much due to a lot of bullying throughout infant school, junior school, high school, I would pretty much just try and emulate the other boys rather than just do things naturally. And then from about 9, 10-ish, I would secretly borrow some of my mum's clothes and cross-dress in secret, and then I'd get caught, and then I'd try and repress it, and then start again and get caught and repress and wash, rinse and repeat. Then in 2004 I got the internet for the first time and googled transvestite and got linked to a site based in the UK, and it seemed like that were a transgender site, and back in them days the only really listed variations of trans that there were transvestites or transsexual. And after talking to a few people in a chat room, I thought that as the transvestites did, other than the cross-dressing, seemed to behave like typical guys, and I felt like a girl, I thought I must be transsexual. So after talking to people there, and after a while I rather badly came out to my mum, where I decided to just wait for her to come home one evening, and I didn't get changed back into my guy clothes, which came as quite a shock to her, and she didn't react very well, which now that I'm older and wiser, realised that it was a really bad idea on my part. But then there were always this sort of confusion, and still kind of feeling like a guy, and still wanting to be a girl, and you know, I didn't realise that there was a in-betweeny area that you could be. And various other problems going on at that time. In late 2005 I had a mental breakdown, which still I don't really remember that much from. It's sort of hazy. But as the result of this, I started repressing my girl side, and that didn't really go well. It ended up resulting in, when my uncle died in 2007, me not being able to cry. And even for everything when I was younger, if I was sad I would cry, and no matter how much I wanted to, my heart was like breaking inside and I couldn't cry. And I knew that something was wrong, that something was missing, some part of me was missing. So I sort of looked in on myself to find what was missing, and it turned out that my girl's side were still there, just barely on life support, and start to reconnect. And I coined the term mixed gender, because I sort of thought like mixed race but not but with gender, and googled it and nothing really came up of any significance, so I just thought maybe I'm unique in this. But then after doing some research on gender on Wikipedia, I found the article about bigender, which mixed gender, bigender, it sort of fit with my definition. And then pretty much about this time last year I googled bigender and found a forum that was just starting up, which is bigenderdotnet, and I decided to sign up and found that while bigender is different for every person who identifies as bigender, we tick a lot of similar boxes, and that really helps. And and after being on there for about a year now, got to know quite a lot of people on there, and know that I'm not alone, and there's you can be trans and not be either transvestite or transsexual. You can be a bit both. Well, can be a bit both male and female, and and since that time I have come out to my mum again, only this time as bigender, and it's gone a lot better. She's really accepting of me, and yeah, so I'm never sure how to end videos, but please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.